got a 30-second countdown here. 10 seconds, 8 seconds. Can y'all still hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. All right, here we go. We live now. Go ahead. I mean, we're recording. Go ahead. Go
Nah,
ahead,
for
Robert, and
real.
start it. And then Jasmine, you're gonna come in after 5 minutes or
Yeah,
so,
for
and
sure.
then
No,
And
I can move. Go ahead,
you mean,
Robert. Say what you was gonna say about the young men ain't being taught. Go ahead.
but like that's like I said, that's just my experience with me coming from. I'm in the inner city of a lot of unfortunate black people, and I see like with they are dead and they are in the pen, and just the statistics of these black men, like if you either it's a man that either you're a man that don't have no ambition,
Mhm.
that's one. Either you're a man that's lazy, either you locked up, either you down low, or either you gay. Like, and I'm just being I'm just being real. I'm just being real.
Oh,
And I'm saying, and these are the men that the women got to choose from. Someone like me, like my status of being able to get a woman is higher because I am a man that get up and go to work. I'm a provider. I take care of my family. So a lot of women are gonna be attracted to that when there's so many women, when there's so many men that's deluded. And no one is showing these men being in jail and what they and it's the music play a part too. You know what I'm saying? Like now it's cool to shoot somebody. It ain't cool to go in the backyard by yourself with two guys fist fighting, shake hands, and now I'm finna wherever man, like nobody is showing these guys how to be men. And
right.
this is what the women got to choose from. And like I said, someone like my daughter that's in college and looking for a relationship, like ain't no guy at college, student loans, debt. Like look at what they're up against.
Yeah.
So is just the reality of like what's the pick? Like what do they got to choose from? And so I'm just saying it's being tainted like with so much bullshit. Like, and that's just my opinion. That's just what I see. I do understand you have to broaden your horizons as well. So I'm
Mm.
not naive to the fact that it is some good men and good women out. But everybody don't have the funds to relocate. Sometimes a lot of us got to work with what we got. And so in a city sometime with no way out, a lot of us get the scraps. A lot of us get the woman that's heartbroken and done been dogged and mistreated and not like man, I know a beautiful woman, man, with 5 kids and 4 baby daddies. Like, but now here it is, you telling girl stop. Like, nah, I don't want to be your person.
But okay, I'm sorry.
Okay,
I'm
Like,
gonna
I
wait till
don't.
you're done.
Robert.
I'm gonna wait till you're done.
Nah,
I'm
but
gonna
go
wait.
Robert.
ahead. Like, go ahead. Like, go. No, go ahead,
Robert.
baby. Like, yeah,
Robert. You got
yeah.
1 more minute.
Oh,
Quick.
Rock, yeah,
One
you
more
right.
minute.
You right, Rock. I'm cutting in your time. Go ahead, sir. Go ahead,
I'm
You
please.
good.
got one
I'm
more
good.
minute.
No, I'm good. I'm good. I'm
Okay.
just saying, like, this is the stuff that I see on a regular. Like this is the stuff that I
Yeah.
go through on a regular basis that I see when you look around and you see women that's been broken and when you see
Yeah.
men that are broken and like
Yeah.
make it hard for a man. I don't see too many men coming in a situation telling a woman, okay, I want to be there for you. Okay, I'm finna help you raise your kids. And like say, man, I got so many stories of, and we see it. How many men, how many women lie and tell to the courts and do the tests is like,
Facts.
man, yeah, I feel like this is the part of life in the generation where everybody is playing the game. I
Yeah.
feel like it's so hard to find something true because the
Everybody
essence
has
has
an
been
ulterior
it,
motive.
it it's been destroyed. Grandmas and grandpas is gone, and so ain't nobody telling these young folks how to that shit over with. Everybody want the lashes this far from their face, the hair down here to their Achilles. They want like just the essence. I feel like in the essence of what a man's supposed to be, that's been destroyed. And like that's just my opinion. And like I
Okay.
said, Unique,
I,
you can piggyback and like I'm willing to hear like I'm open minded to any
okay.
suggestions
You
or
gonna
like
get a you gonna
Yeah.
get a woman's perspective now.
So,
So go ahead, Jasmine.
Yeah.
Come on.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that. So, I mean, I'm not disagreeing with. So just so you know, I don't flat out just disagree.
Mhm.
I have a very unique way of thinking of things. I often am able to see things from both sides. I personally don't have any children, so I'm not gonna get on you for the comment about the mom or whatever, baby mama or whatever. But I will say this. I think that the ball has been dropped on both sides, right? On
Yeah.
women and men's side. Okay. So this generation that's coming up now, we dropped the ball. Our generation dropped the ball because we were so sensitive about everything. We didn't want to spank them. We didn't want to tell them this. We didn't want to tell them that. We don't make them pick their gender. We let them do whatever they want, really, and I'm not against any of that, but I'm just saying we basically dropped the ball on them and we haven't passed down any of that information because we were so traumatized and PTSD from all the trauma we went through as kids and trying to get over that. We were like, well, let's not traumatize them. But then we took away everything, which was not so much the right thing to do. Now, when it comes to being broken, everybody's broken. And if we're in a situation, like you said, a lot of Black people can't just pick up and move to go and find a spouse or a companion or whatever. I think the thing that we need to start doing is teaching. You got a lot of broke people wanting brand new, but they broke themselves. So how can I want you to be brand new? And I fall into this trap a lot too. That's why I'm single, because there's a lot of things I don't want. But I may not have kids, but I was broken in other ways. There's things I have to grow up on and things like that. So I think the thing is we have to be patient with each other, show a little bit more grace to each other, and start getting with people and understanding the role that we actually play. We've minimalized the role that men and women have into a monetary thing. Oh, the man's supposed to pay and the woman's supposed to just look good and have her BBL and have our hair to our Achilles, as you said, and have our lashes. Our role, but that's not really our role. We were helpmates for each other. So really the woman can speak life into a broken man. If he broke and he a hustler, you supposed to be able to speak life into your man and tell him how he can use those skills, those same hustling skills to start a business. Help him start a business. And then he won't have to be a hustler anymore. He could be a legal hustler instead of an illegal hustler. If you got a man who just got out of prison, what did he go to prison for? Did he go to prison for embezzling money? Okay, well, let's not keep embezzling money, but let's see how we can get your money skills to help make this household some money. So the woman can actually speak life into her man, while the man, like you said earlier, has to be able to give, because we're more emotional. His role is actually to be the emotional support and reassure her. I'm not finna dog you out, babe. It's good. Thank you for being my rock. Thank you for the words of affirmation, the things that make a woman feel like, okay, he loved me. I'm the number one woman. And so if we were to start learning how to live within those confounds of those rules of that male and female kind of role, then it would be a stronger thing. But we're not teaching that in our community, and we have to kind of blame ourselves, because we idolize. We idolize, the Meg Thee Stallions and the ones that's doing the thing and shaking. They the boss B, and I don't care. He better pay my rent, and if he ain't getting my hair and nails did, then whoopty whoopty whoop. And I'm not talking to him. Oh, he a simp. Oh, he was too nice. But we idolize that. It's our community that keeps that going. So we can't look at anybody else. We have to start looking at self and start learning that we can actually speak life into our partner, even if they are broken. A broken person, all any person really needs to do better in their life is somebody to show them that they're proud or depending on them, and somebody to speak life into them. A good job goes a long way.
Attaboy.
Yeah, attaboy. Hey, that goes a long way. A pat on the back.
Nah, for real. Yeah,
it goes a long way, and it gives you that energy and that fire that you need to say, hey, you know what? My baby at home think I can do this. Let me try. but we don't do that. So I agree with you wholeheartedly. I just think that the issue is us. We have to learn how to speak life into each other, and do a better job at that, and give each other grace.
But I agree, but I feel like it's not being it's never been passed on. Like I said, like my mom and dad divorced. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I didn't I remember one thing I knew, and I tell
Hmm.
my kids this, and I like I said, I got 4 kids. I got 2 boys, 2 girls. And what I tell my kids is everything I when you become a parent, take everything and apply that. And everything you feel like I done wrong, do the opposite.
Mm.
That's how you become great. Take everything that I did right because I raised my kids. I had custody of all my kids. And
Mm.
so everything you feel like I did right, use it with yours. You feel like I done wrong, do the opposite.
Yeah.
And you can't fail. But there's
Yeah.
gonna be some mistakes. There's gonna be some mistakes made. But take everything you done learned and you know what I'm saying, use it. But
Yeah.
like my dad, I saw my dad beat my mom. So I don't hit women. I knew that my mom didn't like that. So
Yeah.
I knew I wasn't gonna do that. Like I got kidnapped when I was 6 years old.
Wow.
So the dude forced me. I'm the only one out of 8. I have 6 brothers and 1 sister. I'm the only one don't drink or smoke.
Wow.
Like I tasted weed and beer for the first time when I was a child, like when I got kidnapped. So I didn't have the regular party of going with my peers and trying to drink and I already because I got kidnapped that, you know, I wasn't, that ain't who I am. And I didn't like that feeling. So,
Yeah.
I end up doing the opposite of everything that my people around me doing. So I'm the only one in my family that drink, don't smoke. Like
Yeah.
I raise my kids. Like I'm not on child support. Like even with I have a 6-year-old son by another woman. Like I was just telling Frank, I just dropped him off like 2 hours ago. Like I last thing he said was, Dad, are you gonna come eat lunch with me Friday? Boy, hell yeah, I'm coming. Yeah, I'm up like, that's my dog, like that's my best friend. And like I always think about like I don't want to sound so I love the death conversation because I know we're all on borrowed time and we're not gonna always
Hmm.
be here. And I always think about when my time comes, what's my reputation?
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And I love being accounted for. I love when you call me. I love when my kids, the fact that, like I said, apparently I'm doing something right. Like I said, my daughters are not pregnant. You know what I'm saying? And one of them is going to Prairie View. The other one is moved to San Antonio with her mom. She's going to go to school down there in San Antonio.
Yeah.
My son, but he just walked away from a scholarship. Like, but he has a job. Him and his girlfriend, they stand together. He not trying like so. It's like
It's lead by
I'm
example, though. I think you're leading by
that, and
example.
that's
That's
the
how you pass it down.
and that's the best. That's the best thing because everything my dad never showed. I, I was a young man wondering why my dad never came to the school. Like I was one of those guys like when the parents are coming and giving their kids like my mom never gave me the money to buy no cookies and the snacks and all that. I was like it was hard for her with 8 kids.
Yeah.
Boy, like 2 of my brothers called me dad until they was 4 years old. Like that's how influential I was in my brother's life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so like no one is passing the knowledge down to each other to tell them this is what a woman is supposed to be.
Yeah.
This is what a man is supposed to
For
be.
sure.
And like you saying, like it meant so much. It means so much, especially even when it's coming from a woman, just to say babe, if a woman tell her husband that or her boyfriend, babe, I'm proud of you. Babe, I see
Yeah,
what you're doing. I see what you're doing for us. Man, so many women don't even know that's the way to the man's heart. They talking about the food and
yeah,
all of that shit.
yeah,
Man, because no disrespect, I do understand, and I'm gonna just say, even though you might have your fact that you don't have no kids, it definitely puts your like it's almost like you get the pick of the litter of whoever you want. Like
that's not true.
but
Tell me where the pick is
but
at.
but I'm just saying like that's my opinion. That's my
No,
opinion.
I
Like
got you. I got you. I'm
that's
just
my
like, well, show
opinion.
me
But
where to go stand in line for that pick.
like
'Cause this,
I feel like I do understand women go through a lot, but men go through a lot.
they do, and I
Like
think we haven't appreciated that, and we're just now. Women are just now coming to the point where we're starting to appreciate that more, like
and
and
it's
understand
and
that.
it's like this, men don't want to come home to a bunch of this,
Facts, facts.
especially after being out in the world and you got to deal with guys
Everything else.
that's jealous of you. Like with me, like I said, I'm a welder. I've been welding for some years now. And man, I done been a supervisor. I done trained white guys to show them what to do. And now next thing you know, the white guy, he my supervisor. And
Mm,
he didn't know, and I showed him everything. And so it's like when you see the racism in your face, but you gotta humble yourself because you don't want to get kicked out the door because you got
yeah,
so you gotta learn to humble yourself and just
but
get along. And it's like,
Okay. All
I'm
right,
sorry.
Rob.
If I could
Go
just
ahead.
interject
Go ahead.
yeah, go ahead.
just for a second,
Yeah,
I
go
ain't
ahead.
going. Yeah, I don't mean to cut you off, but yeah, I think that's why it's so important that a man come home to a woman that is entrepreneurial and speaks life into him because we understand. We understand that we're playing in a game where it's stacked against us a little bit. So you just have
Yeah,
to strategically say, okay, babe, look, you stressed out over that. Let's start our own business. How can you do
yeah.
your own welding business? Let's do this. So that kind of thing. But I also wanted to not jump subjects, but it's along the same lines. But earlier when we were talking, you had touched on something that I wanted to talk about too. You were
Uh-huh.
saying how like these young men are or well this younger generation period, men and women are more promiscuous and they just they don't take relationships seriously and things like that. Well, that's what you were kind of saying. You didn't say it
Yeah,
in the
yeah,
exact word.
yeah.
But I wanted to point something out. This younger generation, they're trying to bring back, like I said, my mind works very weird. So I'm trying to figure them out as I watch them and figure out. So they're trying to bring back the whole like, free love, polygamy type thing. They got all these, oh, we got a girlfriend and a boyfriend and they think it's cute. But I think that they're just doing a lot of things that they've seen in the past without any understanding of why
Yeah,
those things were needed, not understanding that those things are not meant to be just sexually exploited. It's more so to build a stronger family bond, those type of things. So I just wanted to touch on that a little bit too, because I think this generation, like I said, back to what I said earlier, we just dropped the ball on them a little bit, as far as properly training them up in the way that they should go. So they don't have any real
but I
guidance.
but I feel like we did drop the ball only because we was probably thought we was taught that it was shunned upon. Like it's forbidden
Hmm.
to like now that I'm coming to realize a bunch of this stuff, like giving us if they're giving us the Bible, they're giving us the Holy Bible to believe
Hmm.
in and to go off of. This is supposed to be the book of life. And just like what you're saying, even with the polygamy, like in this book,
Right.
like is people in this book that had multiple women,
For sure, for multiple wives, concubines, and
concubines.
everything. Yeah,
Like,
and it was
but
accepted at that time.
if
But we
you
have to understand
this
what
day
time
and
they were living in.
age, you better not walk in the church. You better not. You can't walk in a church. You cannot walk in a church. Is it this is what? Uh-huh. But the essence, I understand the timing, but the essence haven't changed. The essence of who they were as people haven't changed.
True. I mean, those
I feel like
desires are
it
still going to
became
be there.
misconstrued.
Yeah. Right.
Because like you're exactly right though. That like just thinking multiple people just means sex. No, it's
Right.
structure and building something.
Well, back then it was definitely because,
So all I'm saying is,
oh, sorry, my bad.
why aren't we being taught the whole truth? Why pick and choose certain pieces of the Bible that you want us to live by? And
Well, I mean,
no, you're good.
as a Christian, no, I'm glad this kind of went that way. As a Christian, because I am a Christian. So as a Christian, I agree with you. It is in the Bible. It's not hidden. It's very much in the Bible. And the desire is still there within people. You're right. I think it's more so just understanding that there was a time and place for that, but time is different now, and so we don't necessarily have to. It's not that we're saying like you can't do that, you shouldn't. Oh, we're saying like it's no longer necessary, and it causes unnecessary division. I mean, look at what it's doing to our society right now. You know, it's not helping.
Yeah, but I feel like it is necessary. Like look at our environment. Look at the economy. Like inflation, everything is higher. Man,
it's only necessary.
Like it's so hard to be a home to buy a house right now at this day and age. Look how much a house gonna cost. Look how much cars cost. And you're telling me and you like it damn near take 4 people. I need 3 wives.
No, it's
All right, let me interject right quick.
Okay, go ahead.
Let me interject. I listen to both of y'all, and I appreciate y'all coming in because a lot of people, we need to talk about this. You know, a lot of people will find this very interesting. So, I mean, we all grew up and we all saw our parents. We watched. Both of y'all had single parents, or both parents was in the house?
No, mine was
just my mom. I didn't meet my real dad until I was 16. I mean, we're best friends now, but I didn't meet him until I was 16.
Okay, so we all came from broken homes, you know, in a sense. The majority of Black people do. If you're lucky enough to have both parents, who knows how you're gonna come out even then?
Yeah.
Even if you got the best education, all that. The first thing we need to know is how much do the cost of living. I think we need to instill that in our kids, what it costs to just live as a single person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then when you start talking about bringing somebody into your life, I say that young women need to look upward, like 35, like I said before, because if they get with a guy who's around the same age as she is, they're gonna have what I call struggle love, you know, because they don't know. They don't know that it's cost $120,000 just to be happy right now.
Yeah,
that's in America, and that's through pure research. It's a company that do pure research on that. So if we all understand, okay, it's gonna take $120,000 during this time right now. It's gonna eventually go up to $200,000 per single person.
Yeah.
Right. If all of us understood that, and we talked about that amongst Black people, we would understand that unless if you're a man and you can't change that woman's life, it's no use to talking to her.
Well,
because you hadn't even got your stuff together.
Well, but why can't they get it together? That's the whole point of being together.
That's the problem. They've been all of us has been on our own pretty much.
But I think what George. Go ahead. No, I'm sorry. Go ahead. My bad. Go ahead. My bad.
Give my little 5 minutes in.
You're right.
Okay. The reason why I say that don't work, because I'm pretty sure y'all have tried that. Y'all got with somebody y'all age, right?
Thanks.
And apparently it didn't work.
Yeah.
And the reason why it didn't work is because that person didn't have their shit together. You know, a man's credit got to be right. and his paper got to be right. Because if you get into vibe with a young lady and they trying to build, everybody don't understand business. You know, they don't understand. You're gonna lose probably the first
No, that's facts.
$3,000-4,000 that you make.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah, that's facts. That's
And
facts.
what 90% of business work. You know what I
No,
mean?
yeah.
So that's the first thing we got to consider. That's why I say I married young, and we had 6 kids, right? And we struggled, and we dealt with the cheating, and we deal with all that. You know what I mean? So you shouldn't start out like that. A man, if a man approach a woman, he should be able to change her life or leave her alone.
And by change your life, do you mean monetarily, or do you mean with just the knowledge he imparts on her, with being able to help
everything.
Okay, no, as long as it's all encompassing. I just want to make sure that people aren't pushing that, you know, oh, a man has to come in and he has to pay for everything, or he has to be able to pay all her bills. No, I would be happy with just a man that could teach me, like you said, about business, or about, you know, the things that we don't know, investing, you know, those type of things that'll help multiply your money, you know,
right?
And teach her how to budget better. If she's lacking in budgeting skills, teach her how to budget her money better, so she can pay off her debt faster. But definitely don't do it for her, because then you handicap her.
Right. The first thing a woman see when she get with a guy is she think he already know what he's doing.
That's facts.
Yeah.
Because
right? If we feel like that he's a man already.
You out the door. Because
as soon as she find out he don't know what he's doing, he's looking for the next guy.
Yeah, because he can't be the blind leading the blind. Yeah, because listen, bro, listen, because you know what it is too, though. Wait, what it is too, though, for the black woman, just so y'all understand, it's not that we just, in that case, that we just give up on y'all. But look, black women have to be so strong, y'all. I mean, this world, like, you know, we have to be really strong. Like, you got to give it to black women. We have to be very strong. So by the time we meet the person that we think is going to be our mate, we are so ready to hand you the reins. Y'all think we want to walk around being these strong black women? I don't need no man. I am so ready for a man. Please come take these reins, because I'm tired. I want to be able to be soft. I want to be able to be dainty and be like, girl, I got my nails done, and I'm just, you know, I'm just doing me, and I cooked dinner, and I just did me today. But I can't, okay, right now, because I have to be a strong black woman. So yes, you're absolutely right. If I meet somebody and I'm dating him, and we're a few months in, and I see you don't know how to lead for nothing, I'm out the way there, because I can do that by myself. I'm already having to do that. I don't want to have to be doing that.
Right.
No.
So yeah, that's why I tell all men, if you can't change her life, don't talk to her.
Facts. I can dig that too. It's not just
get yourself together. Go for your purpose. Every man has a purpose. You got to go for his purpose first.
Yeah.
Else the woman that he with won't be happy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Just so you know, it's not always monetary. We want to be able to learn from you guys. We want to be able to grow with you. We want to be able to talk business. You know, we don't want to every time, you know, I had one relationship where all he talked, you know, he talked money and investing to other people, but I want to learn about that too. Can I because it's better for both of us to be multiplying our money. You multiplying yours, teach me too. I want to multiply too. So, you know, it's about that. It's about being able to learn. It's not always about just money either. Like just about him coming in and being able to pay for her way of life. It's about teaching her too. We want to be able to learn.
You know, I'm going to do shows where we're going to see exactly what the problem is. There's a show, like I tell y'all, called The Business. Mm-hmm. That's a perfect show for black people to watch. Okay? And you can analyze relationships better. If you watch that guy's show, he's an authority in power dynamics, not relationships, but power dynamics.
Okay.
Right? And he breaks down why it's not working between black men and black women. Mm. And we've been taught the wrong way.
It's crazy, man. I feel like I know a lot of reasons why though. It's like I feel like women fought so much for equal rights. Like, you know, even just to be in the military, even just for equal pay and to equal this and to do this and to do that.
Well, we still don't make equal though.
Huh?
But I'm saying like, but what I'm saying about that is, if a man is supposed, like what you're saying, you're looking for someone to come take the reins and pull you in and show you the right direction ahead. But it's so, do you know how many women are willing to be like, since they done like, and I'm just going off of what I see right now, and I don't want you to feel offended, Unique, when I'm, because you're saying this is what you're looking for. But do you know how many women like you that's in the same position, when a good man come along and they don't agree, instead of sitting back and saying, okay, let me see what baby talking about. Let me see what baby, let me see if he finna take us. Do you know how many women that'll give up? I'm not finna. No, you think I need you to do? I know exactly what. Like, they're so competitive when it comes to, like, being like, if you're gonna do this, if we really supposed to do this, I know you headstrong, baby, and I know you got it, and I know you don't need me, but baby, I know what I'm talking. Baby, let me just show you first. If I'm wrong, and we love saying that, and like, babe, if I'm wrong, tell me I'm wrong at the house. But let's just follow me. Can you just please let me do this? And like, black men have to damn near convince their woman to let them lead them. So many headstrong women, because they believe like, now you don't have to lead me. I know just as much as you. I'm just as strong. I'm just as smart. Just as. But they done fought for that. They done fought for all of these equal rights so much, and a lot of women feel like they're either equal or above men, and it makes it hard for men to be husbands. It makes it hard for men to be, and that's why a lot of black men go to other races.
True.
A white woman, a Hispanic woman.
But hold on. Let me cut Rock. Let me cut you off right there.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm listening. Go ahead.
They can try to go to other races, but it's the same thing. Just like that's why you have women that's gay. They go to other women, and then they end up saying out by a woman. Yeah. Now they dealing with a woman doing the same thing. Now they understand men. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna go back to the same thing, the basics. When you get ready to go pay your bills, it's about, they don't ask you about love. They don't ask you about none of that. Can you pay this bill or not?
Facts.
Right? It always comes to the money.
Facts.
But that's not everything.
Yeah.
But until we understand that, until we know, hey, it's gonna have to be a certain amount of money made. Now we can do it together, or we can do it alone. I say a man shouldn't do none of it until he got his stuff together.
I see what you're saying. No, I see what you're saying.
I think it's time for us to pull back the rein, and just get yourself together.
I agree. I agree, Frank. I agree with what you're saying, but like, even if it's proven facts that you're saying, even a single person needs to make 20,000. Is it 120?
120.
And okay, and just the average, for me, I'm considered middle America. I'm above poverty. I'm considered middle America with my job.
Well, $70,000 is above poverty.
Yeah, but I'm saying I'm not making 120,000.
Right.
And I'm like, do you? And you're saying that's what America is saying a single person need to be making. But you got these people not willing to give us raises. The cost want us to make this, but they're not giving us where do we supposed to get that money from?
But
that's why I'm here. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. That's why I'm here.
Yeah.
I'm here to let you know you've been doing welding for how long?
Probably 11 years.
Okay, now it's time to start you a welding class and teach young men.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Don't wait till white people figure this out for you. You got to figure it out for yourself.
Yeah, start a welding school.
So whatever experience you got in 11 years, use it. Okay?
Yeah.
And what you been doing, Jad? What you do, Jad?
I do accounting during the day, and then I do already have a couple of businesses in a nonprofit. I design clothes, and then I also have a nonprofit.
Okay. So you see, you have to think outside the box.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you?
I do
I
think
go do
outside
my
the box.
job, then I come home and do something else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what
And
I'm
then-
saying? To
I ain't
create
gonna
money.
lie, man. Y'all, that for someone like me, and I understand what you're saying, but I'm being open and vulnerable on this platform right now
For
when
sure.
I talk to y'all because I do love dialogue and I do love feedback.
Right.
But like just my life, I done wrong for so long, and I dug a hole for myself. And to put myself in the position that I am now, I'm very blessed. So I
Yeah.
do understand that, and even just to say, start teaching. It is a lot of stuff that I can pass on, but even with what y'all saying is just easier said than done. But especially when
For
you're
sure.
so deep in the hole, and you get out at a later age, when you use
Okay.
all of your younger years of bullshitting and fucking up and getting in trouble and doing this. Even just now, a welding truck is damn near $200,000.
Right.
Fact.
But okay. What I'm saying to you is, how old are you?
I'm 43.
Okay. How old are you, Jasmine?
I'll be 42 in April.
Okay. See, you really don't start learning nothing until you get our age.
Yeah.
I mean, you really
Yeah.
don't understand, right?
Yeah,
Facts.
You really don't understand until you get around your 40s.
Facts.
yeah,
Right?
Even
So this is what I'm
children
saying.
that wandered the wilderness for 40 years. We got it. This is our wilderness period.
So those last 20 years from between 20 and y'all 40s, something should have clicked inside of y'all and say, hey, I got something I can do to make this extra work. You know, this extra paper I need. That one, you know, we need 120 now. I can figure this out.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? Jasmine figured out how to do other things outside of accounting. I'm telling you, if you decide to get you about 10 young guys, or you go on YouTube and start teaching welding class on YouTube, how you do it, you know, bring the camera with you to the job and show how to do it. I guarantee you can get
TikTok videos,
clients like that.
Paid off of TikTok, all of that. But another thing is, that goes back to what I was saying though, and no offense if you have a woman in your life right now. I just feel like over the years you haven't had the right woman in your life to speak life into that, because women, that's what we're there for. We birth ideas. We birth. That is what we do. So when you have a man in your life and he says, I have this talent and I'm making money for somebody else, and you say, hey babe, you should start a business, and he says, well, that's gonna be hard because it is. It's your job to speak life into him and to say why it's not hard. We're dreamers. We're supposed to help you dream. It's not hard. All you need is an LLC and go get a business loan, because you can get a business loan for just $120,000, whatever you need to go buy whatever. So it's her job to say no. Your dream, all the man. That's why I'm saying it's not monetary. All the man has to do is come to the table, open-minded and ready with ideas, and then the woman needs to come to the table ready to give her energy toward birthing that idea and say, okay, this is how it's going to work for our household. Because I'm telling you, when I started my nonprofit, I had no idea what I was doing. I had faith and I had a dream, and I was like, we're going to do this because I want to help some people. And when I started my clothing business,
I ain't gonna lie, unique. I gotta applaud you again. I don't know you that well, but just to hear you saying the stuff that you're saying, I gotta applaud you. But I don't know too many women that think like that.
It took me a long time to get to this place. So I've been on the opposite end of the coin too. I've been the nagger. I've been I've been the, why you ain't doing what you're supposed to be doing? You can my nerve. I've been that. But it's about learning from our mistakes and also learning as we grow, as we go along. Once you know better, do better. And I really think that it's about the man just being open to the woman being able to tell him, open to getting past the fear of, because I think that's another thing that holds us kind of back. The woman will say, hey, we can do this. Or at least in my experience, I'll say, I'm a big dreamer. I'll be like, hey, babe, we can start that business in just 2 months. We can do it. This is how we're going to do it. And let's do it. And then I'll get hit with a, man, no, we can't do that. And so it's like you have a positive and a negative that can't just you know, because
Yeah.
that vibration is not going to birth anything, you know, and so
Yeah.
we're now
Okay,
arguing over I'm
let
dreaming
me
too
say
big.
let
What
me
you say?
say this. Let me say this.
Yeah.
He talked about a woman is looking for a provider and protector, but it was the third thing that we always forget: a producer.
Yeah. There you
Okay,
Yeah.
go.
you need
There
that
you go.
producing spirit, right?
Yeah.
If a
Yeah.
man ain't got a producing spirit,
Yeah.
the trouble is coming
Yeah.
to the
For sure.
relationship.
Don't be
All right,
complacent.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't be complacent because we're
no,
not gonna want that. We
a
want
man
more.
has to be working 60, 70 hours a day.
That's not true.
Okay,
That's not
I mean, I'm
true.
talking about
Hey,
to reach his dream,
that's
60,
not
70
true.
hours.
See, that's why y'all need good women in your life because that's not true. She gonna teach you how to work smart, not hard. Because I don't want you going 60, 70 hours a day. What a good woman gonna gonna help her man, help teach her man how to make money the
And
smart way,
and
the smart way,
I ain't gonna lie, man.
man.
Both of y'all, right?
I
Because
know. Me and Frank, we be doing
I'm
this all the time.
I'm
Look.
I'm
Hey,
really,
hey,
but what's so crazy about it is the paranoia. And I ain't gonna lie, man. I'm I'm one of those guys that a man putting a lot of hours in, a lot of women get lonely. When
You
you
get
got a
bored.
man,
It
when
ain't
you
even about
got a
long. You get
man
bored.
bored and lonely, and I feel like women love excitement. They love going, experiencing things. But if you got a man that's out there chasing his dream and trying to be a protector, a provider, a producer, those are long hours. That's time
that's right.
consuming.
True.
That's right.
True.
And
I think.
and like, man, you don't want Jody coming. You don't
Not Jody. Not Jody.
you don't want Jody coming knock on the car. I've I've been cheated on, and I done some cheating. And a
Well,
lot of the
that's what
times the
I'm
women
trying to.
that I cheated with, man, men, them men bringing home, and I'm talking about, and this was in my early years where I'm probably, man, I know I was working at Dairy Queen flipping burgers, man, and these guys is in the oil field, and they bringing home dang near $10,000 a month. They bringing home 10 bands a month, but they gone for 7 days and gone for 23
But that's what I'm
out
trying
of
to.
23 days out the month. Like,
But
man, that's
it's a cheat. I'm trying to give you the cheat code, though. That's what I'm saying. You got to find something that you and your woman can do together, can build. We're nurturers. We're nurturers, and we want something to nurture, right? So what often happens
yeah,
is the black man will he'll be a good black man, like you said. He'll work in the oil field. He'll work as a welder. He'll work as a truck driver. He'll be bringing home the bands. But what he doesn't do is he'll get so tunnel vision on his own dream, and then she just feels like she's just this little prop on the side. So the secret, and it's a lot of women who probably gonna get on me about giving away the cheat code, but the cheat code is to start a business or something that you and your girl have together that helps to keep her occupied and feeling
yeah,
like she's also contributing to what you guys got going on, even though you're still chasing your dream. So you could still be the welder or the oil rig guy and be gone for a month. While I'm gone, babe, I need you to make sure that you check on this X, Y, and Z and do this, and this with our business. So by the time I get back, then we're ready for this next step. So while you're
yeah,
gone, now she's not bored.
yeah,
She's focused. She's tunnel vision because she wants to make this work. She has something to nurture. She has something to do. So that's the secret is we get left out because we're so looked at as the lesser vessel. Which yes, okay, we're women,
Right.
we're not as strong those things, but we are useful and we would like to
yeah,
feel useful. We don't want you to just take care of us and just push us to the wayside like we a kid kind of. We want to
Right.
feel like you see us as useful. And so when you start something with your woman and say, okay, this is what we're gonna do for us. Now I still got my thing that I'm doing, but this is what we need to be doing for us, babe. And I need you to stay on top of it while I'm gone because when I come back, I need us to be at this stage for whatever reason, whatever, that kind of helps
Yeah.
with
And
that.
I'm gonna show you. We're gonna find couples that's doing exactly what you said.
For sure.
And I'm gonna show you how it doesn't work out.
But
I mean, maybe not for everyone.
No, I'm
Maybe
just saying.
for everyone.
Right. Okay, I
was
want
gonna
you.
say, I was
Okay,
gonna
this
say,
what
are
I
they
this
gonna
what I
be
want
true?
y'all to do.
Are
I
they
want
gonna
y'all
be
to
true?
do this. I want y'all to do this. Each one of y'all next week, next Sunday, we'll come back next Sunday. You show me where two couples start out young, build something, and show me the ending.
Ain't got
Now,
them
I
lines.
didn't necessarily say
I ain't
start
got
out
them.
young. Now, I just said wherever you at.
When
That's
you
good.
want them to start out?
I
Well,
mean,
show
look,
me where
I
it
ain't gonna
works.
lie.
because if you start out young, it's you have so many other things stacked against you now. It's
Right.
So let's be real, infidelities and being stupid but I'm saying at the age that we are now,
Yeah.
looking for partners now that we know better and we can do better and we can be a better partner ourselves, right? Because we learn from our own mistakes. At this point,
Yeah.
See, Jasmine, you see what I'm trying to get you to see. You're an entrepreneur, right?
for sure. I always been like this though. I
Okay.
started a jewelry
Now,
business at 11, knocked door to door and sold that mugs in my
right,
apartment.
right. So what I'm saying, and you're 40 years old now, right?
Yeah, facts.
You got your ideal of what you think a man should be that can handle you, that can, you know what I'm saying? You already have it in your mind. Okay. And Robert, you 40, right? You in your 40s, right?
Yeah, I'm 43.
And
Yeah.
you already have an idea through your past experience of what a woman is, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Am I
you're
right?
right.
Because I see you low
Yeah,
key
you're right.
trying to hit on Jasmine.
I did not get that vibe. Don't let him mess with you like that, Rock. Don't let him mess with you
I
like
ain't sure.
that.
I'm just listening.
Jasmine,
I'm just listening.
Jasmine, you
I'm just
speaking
listening.
something he had. Jasmine, you
Uh-huh.
speaking something he has never heard from a woman.
Got you.
Okay, so this is what I'm saying. Y'all are both around the same age. Y'all done experienced about the same thing.
Mhm.
So y'all more compatible. You know what I'm saying? You can
Right.
talk to
Yeah.
her. And you done did something. Jasmine, a businesswoman,
Yeah.
you trying to get into the business field.
Right.
So on this program, we're going to be
Yeah.
bringing people together. We're going to be trying to, coordinate with you. I'm trying to get people, if you don't have your shit together, don't even start no relationship. Don't even look at a woman. Go your butt in your room, do your thing, and get out, go your ass back to work.
I ain't gonna lie, man.
Okay?
That 120, that 120 gonna be hard to come by, man.
It's not at
Well,
all.
that's what I'm saying.
That.
No, it's not hard.
120 gonna be.
Now look, Rock. Wait a minute. Now look now, because Frank know how I feel about this. Now words are powerful. Now words are real powerful. Now you can't. You got to stop saying it's not possible. That ain't that hard to come by.
No, I'm not saying. No, I'm not saying it's not possible. I'm saying with the era that we're in, with the people that we're surrounded by.
You can put an era we in.
I hear what Frank is saying, but what age bracket are we telling they need to make 120,000? Are we telling the high school graduate that's
I'm glad you asked. I'm glad
they can on TikTok. They can make TikTok videos to make money.
Right. I'm glad you asked.
That's what I'm saying.
This is why we need to talk. This is why we need everything black. We need to know where we can go to get funding. We're gonna have shows on where you go to get funding. Okay. We're gonna have shows on we're gonna have entrepreneurs on here. That's where y'all bring this show. Some life.
Because it is easier if we share these. We got too many gatekeepers in the black community. We got black people that don't want to tell everybody what's going on or where they can go. But yeah, you can make $120,000 as an 18-year-old, 19-year-old to a 50-year-old. It's out there because you know why I know it's out there? There's white kids out there doing it too. White Indian kids. So if they can do it, we can do it. Don't tell me I can't do it. They out there doing it. I know. I'm trying to figure out the algorithm. I don't believe in I can't. Just teach me the algorithm. I'm to figure out what it is y'all doing, because I promise you what, when I saw
that's what it is. I feel like that's what it is. Then it's the people not sharing the information.
But
that's all it is.
It's the lack of It's the lack of information not being shared.
That's
so
right. That's why
I'm so naive
in our
to saying,
community. But unfortunately, in our community, we really can't share all that with everybody because some people come in there and mess it up. You got to pick the right people, right? So, unfortunately, that's where it's a double-edged sword, right? So, we have to share that information, especially with our youth. Though I'm not gatekeeping against our youth, especially against our youth, because they trying to compete with these other races. I mean, we got to give them a leg up. We got to give our youth a leg up. That's why it's so important to show them that they can make that money. When I saw that these kids were paying their bills with TikTok videos, I said, okay, let me learn how to do this. Yeah, now I'm making money on TikTok. Am I paying my rent yet? No, but I'm sure learning how to do it. Because I'm telling you, I'm 42. I'll be 42. By the time I'm 45, I don't want to be working for anybody else. I want to be solely working for myself and traveling for my nonprofit. I've made millions for other people. I've made millions for other people. I'm tired of investing my energy into making someone else's dream come true. I'm finna figure out this algorithm, boo-boo. And once I figure it out, my niece gonna know, my nephew gonna know, they all gonna know, all these little kids, go ahead and make this bread. You sure right. Let's give our kids a leg up. This next generation deserves it.
Right.
No,
and so like I say, our main thing is to get the kids. I know they love see sexual things all the time. I know they want that, that's nice, but it has its place.
Right. Exactly.
So we have to get them.
They ready for Cardi B.
Right.
Okay.
Back on track.
So this is where we come in as the 40-year-old adult.
Yeah.
Looking at us.
Stop making babies they can't pay for.
Right.
That's another topic for another day.
Right. When you step into a relationship, you're gonna either go, your money gonna either go up or down.
Facts.
Right?
Facts.
Time you started. And when a man get with a woman, the man looking like, hey, I gotta take care of her. Mm-hmm. Right? That's his first thing. And if he ain't if he don't have the paper, it's gonna be what I call struggle love.
That's facts. You're right.
Yeah.
And then you might have a baby during that courtship.
I'm saying
another thing going.
But all I'm saying is we have to start showing the girls. We got to start showing the girls though. They got to be on their stuff too, though. And these girls, they about their bag these days. They for the most part they be getting their money, but I think that's just something like they can't be worried about whether you in order for him to have breathing room to catch the ebb and flow of how he's gonna maneuver and take care of the household. You can't be putting everything on him from day one. That's too much stress. So you mean to tell me from the day he come into my life, now he got to worry about my rent, my hair, my nails, my food, baby? What was you doing before he got there? How was your hair and nails getting done? How was you eating? Was you grocery shopping? Baby, if you got kids, wasn't you buying your own diapers and baby wipes before he got there? Because baby, what was you doing? You can't let that man come in your life and just expect him to take over. He's not your father. That's the problem. We got daddy issues and mommy issues, and we expecting these men and women to come into our life as to take care of us. That's not what that calls for. We are in a partnership and we take care of each other. Is all I'm saying. He got to have his stuff together.
And that's just spend his money and save my money. Spend his money and save my money.
Yeah, if y'all only knew how many times women say that, I think it's disgusting. But I've heard women say that all the time.
And we see successful women, so-called successful women, on social media all the time. What do we see successful women doing mostly? When we do see them, what do they be doing? They be naked. Hold on, Jasmine, tell us what you see the women doing on TikTok who call themselves successful.
Oh yeah, bashing black men and saying we don't need y'all and we just I get it. I know
hold on. Where do you find them at? Where do you see them at the most?
What you mean? Like where you see the women?
Yeah, where you see the women who call themselves successful on Facebook or social media. What do you see them the most at? What are some of the things you see them doing?
Oh, being ratchet. Yeah, being ratchet, dancing.
Okay. Rock, tell me what you see women doing on social media that you think, and they say that they're boss women. What do you see them doing the most?
Yeah, twerking.
Ass clapping. They ass clapping. They got them strings up their ass.
Right, and not only that, you see them every time I see some successful women, they got liquor in the back.
Yeah, true.
They're not talking about the success. They're not talking about the success to what they're doing. They're talking about after. They're talking about after I go do what I'm doing. I'm gonna show these young girls you can party, you can drink. You see them in nice cars,
right?
You know, we see them exploiting, just like people do. Like the preacher come to the church in his lack, you know, and then the members got a Toyota.
Yeah,
you see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it's just like that to me. That's what I'm saying. When you see a woman, she's successful, she on trips, taking trips.
Yeah,
she's not showing them the business.
Yeah.
Right. She's not showing the kids the business side of things. She's showing them the fun side of things.
And most of those women, like Rock said, though, most of the women that we're seeing that our community is praising for being these great women. Don't get me wrong, I'm not talking bad about them. They've come a long way in their lives, but we're glorifying people who sexualize or teach you that you have to sexualize yourself in order to make it, and that's not true either.
Right.
That's true. You know, your brain goes a lot farther than your body, honey, and it doesn't age as quickly. So I'm just saying, you know, we're glorifying the wrong thing. We got these girls out here worried about getting their bag so that they can get a BBL rather than getting their bags to invest in land and have equity in land, than teaching them why that's important, or teaching them how to grow their own food and do those things. So when the crap hits the fan, and it ain't no more food stamps, and you can't do, because it's gonna come a time you're gonna have to know how to grow your own food and fruits and vegetables. And you know, I mean, I'm just saying, you know, we're glorifying the wrong thing, and we're teaching these girls that using your body is the way to go. I can tell you that I can confidently say, now I'm gonna go fact check it, because I know Frank how he is about his fact check. But you know, I wasn't expecting this conversation tonight, so I didn't fact check it. I'll fact check it in just a second, but I can guarantee you that at least about 30% of these young girls in their homes, if they have their own apartments, have a stripper pole. These women have stripper poles in their homes, you know what I mean? And things like that.
I think he fell out.
Oh, yeah, he did.
Okay.
But yeah,
go ahead.
I think that's just crazy that we're teaching them that, you know, and all these girls got these stripper poles, and they learning how to dance sexy. And there's nothing wrong with wanting to be sexy. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with that. If you have a husband and you want to learn how to burlesque dance, so he got his own little show at home, go do that. That's sexy. Okay, cool. But we're making these young girls too overly sexualized and teaching them that that's the only way you can make money. And it's like, you know, that's bad for our community. It still makes us look bad. We got to learn to teach them to use their brain power, and work smarter, not harder. Because you can invest money and make money by doing nothing. Really, you can go to sleep and wake up and have money if you know what you're doing. You know,
a lot of us don't understand the stock market and stuff like that. Those are other ways to be rich. But anyway,
make money, scratch your butt and make money with stocks. Listen, if you know what you're doing.
We're gonna go through that too. We're almost about an hour in on this recording.
Oh, okay. All right.
And we're gonna go ahead and get ready to end the show.
All right.
I will be throwing this on social media to see how it works out there.
No, I'm just messing. That's cool.
But I appreciate you coming on. I get back with you for the week out, and we'll figure out the next time we'll get together. And I'm pretty sure he was busy doing something. You see how the cameraman, I got to tell him, hey, when we on here, we got to be still.
It's fine. I think we also should invest in those little mics as well, so that
we are. We like I say, this is just like the making of the show right here. This is all we doing.
Just the little ones that don't cost much. You just pin it on.
We actually probably go to another platform. I'm gonna check out other platforms too.
That's what's up. I was also thinking that as we're introducing the show, we should also have somebody, or all of us, whatever, we can start streaming on TikTok as well. I need to add that too. Well, because if we get a good enough following on TikTok, we can actually make money while we stream.
That's
As we
right.
stream on TikTok as well, they'll be giving us gifts and asking us
Yeah.
questions, live questions, and
Yeah.
things like that. So just a way for
Yeah.
us to make money to put back into the show.
Okay.
Yeah.
We definitely gonna do that.
No,
We'll talk about that.
I'm always thinking
Right.
about dollar signs.
We're gonna talk behind the scenes and do that. So
For sure. Oh yeah,
anyway.
delete that part. My bad. Can you delete that?
Anyway, I'm gonna stop the recording right now.
That's okay. Y'all still support the show.